So I don't watch TV that much, but I happened to look onto my phone. I turned it on, and then I happened to look on my phone, and there was an advert. I was on a different channel this time. Usually when there's something interesting, I just turn the TV on, and it happens to be the first thing that I see. But yeah, with this one, I actually saw an advert online saying that this was on tonight, and it happened I literally saw that advert at 4 o'clock, even though it was posted 4 hours before I saw the advert. I literally saw that dead on 10 o'clock. I feel like that the phone talks to me, and it sends me, I don't know, ads or whatever that seem to talk to me, or tell me something. And anyways, it's this Boney Blue person. I don't know. I don't believe it still. I don't believe it. I think she had some sort of gangbang, yes, and I think it's very likely that she fucked 50, perhaps even 100, maybe even 200, but I'm not convinced that she has fucked 1,700. I think that whole number was a publicity stunt, and I think that the OnlyFans, I don't know if they blocked her or not, but she said that she can't do anything with this footage because it won't allow her to post it. Now, oh, what a convenience. Like, to me, I feel like she could have posted it on some other sex thing or whatever. No one else. The film has deliberately said that no one's actually seen this footage. But yeah, I've got a feeling that she had probably with 50, with a lot of people, yes, and it's very disgusting. You know, I until a week ago, I wasn't even sure that she was a prostitute. Like, I didn't, or someone who has sex with people for money. I didn't see anything, and then I saw someone saying that it was, and I was hearing so much about it that I did actually look on Pornhub, I think it was. I typed in her name and just saw if there was any real evidence that she was actually doing this stuff, and I saw enough to prove that she was a porn star, and yeah, but I don't know. I still do not believe that she's had sex with 1,000 people. 40, that would be a person every 40 seconds, just rotating round for 12 hours straight. I don't believe it. I think that would be very stupid if she did. Anyone who would do that is very mentally ill. But anyone who would lie about it to try and get publicity, to try and get attention, well, that's actually a good market strategy. I mean, technically, if you would say something like, oh, they wouldn't allow me to post it, then you've got an easy cover-up. You do it with 50 guys. Perhaps you even get them to go in the other room, change into a different set of clothes, and then you get the same guys to come back and pretend to be different people in a different order, wearing different clothes, different ski mask or whatever like that. And yeah, I think that is far more likely to be the case, and I've not seen any evidence to say otherwise. And I think the film that made it might actually know the truth, but I don't care. It's a story that's going to get her fame, and not all stories have to be true. A lot of stories are just fictional, and I'm going to stick with my belief that is a fictional story. But yeah, she probably had sex with a lot of people that day, but I'm thinking that's it. What else am I going to say? I thought I was living in a mixed area, because 7 years ago it was very mixed. But I have noticed in the last few months that it's more and more Islamic, my area. And I can now confirm today that I do not live in a mixed area. I went round the street today. What time was it? I was on the way to the cinema, which was at 6 o'clock. So it was around 5:30. I was just cycling past, and I was counting. You can't tell with guys. You can't tell who's Muslim and who's not, because they all kind of look the same. You know, you can't tell the difference between an Asian or a Middle Eastern person versus an Islamic person. Some males are actually wearing Islamic clothing, and you can tell that because you can see it. But it's hard, you know, unless they're wearing like the Islamic hat, which looks like an upside down popcorn thing. You know, you think you eat popcorn out, they've kind of turned it upside down and turned it into a popcorn. Anyway, but yeah, I would say 90% of women that I passed were wearing the headscarf and the full veil. Well, not the full veil. I think there was a couple of people wearing full veils, but yeah, it's about 10% people in this area, in my area, wear full veils, and about 80% on top of the 10%, wearing just veils covering their hair, not showing anything, any type of hair. And then probably about 10%, oh, the screen's gone, about 10% weren't wearing Islamic clothing. And so, yeah, I don't know what's happening in my area, but I've just got a feeling that a lot of Islamic people have moved in. And I think there is a lot of properties being rented out in this area. So, yeah, it turns out lots of Islamic people have moved in, and I'm basically living in an Islamic area. I don't know if that's affected the housing market, because sometimes houses become cheaper if they're in Islamic areas. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to look. But yes. What else to say? I haven't seen that many clients actually in the last 2 weeks. There's just the one that came many times. Yeah, he hasn't come for 2 weeks, but I've kind of realized that the 8 people that I texted a few months ago have all fizzled out, and it's fine. I've got enough to but yeah, my sister's still wanting to take out another £300,000 mortgage to buy a property, and she's still pestering me for it. And it's so annoying because I do actually have enough money. In about 2 months' time, I'll have enough money to buy another 15% of the house, and that would be really good for me because I would be earning more rental money. I'll be having a bigger share of the rental money each year, and that will be every single year for the rest of my life. But I don't know. I'm hoping that something is going to happen soon. But it's people, the Illuminati, who know about me, who know that I'm God, who know that I'm Christ, have been ignoring me for way, way, way too long. That I feel like it would be better just to give up on them and just assume that it's probably never going to happen. Like I don't know why they're doing nothing, and yeah, I feel like I'm coming up with this plan again. The angel list and stuff, but yeah, I don't know what to say about it, because I'm making it because I want to feel like it's going to happen. I feel like I'm doing it solely just to try and convince myself that it is going to happen whilst I'm still alive. Israel's supposed to be in the wilderness for 40 years, so maybe you'll come to me next year, and then I'll spend a year just being really angry at everyone and not wanting to talk to anyone, but slightly recovering, and then maybe I'll be willing to go ahead with this. But yeah, it's not going to play out anywhere near as how I hoped it would have played out, because I'm going to be very angry, very, very angry with everyone. That it's not going to have the same energy.